one of the things that surprised me, you asked the question, what would New Edition have been if Johnny Gill did not join them? And I was
Yes.
wondering, did you have a thought in mind when you brought that question up? Because that's a really interesting question.
No, I mean, prior to that Heartbreak album, they were a foursome, right?
Yeah, when Bobby
And
left,
what
yeah.
were their sales looking like? Were they as successful as a foursome than a quintet?
I don't
Because
believe so. I don't think they had it many memorable songs when it was the after Bobby left.
so would you say that Johnny Gill saved the day when he joined New Edition?
I would
Or
say that
do you think if the same circumstances just minus Johnny Gill, if they still had, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis producing those songs,
mm,
same videos, and it's just four guys instead of five, do you think that that would have still been as successful?
I think because one of the things that saved New Edition was the songs and the songs and the videos and the imagery around those songs really saved them in the 90s. There were a number of songs like Can You Stand the Rain, Boys to Men, and even Not My Time of Girl, where Johnny's vocals shone through and made a difference. I was one of those people that didn't like Johnny joining the group. I thought, why is this man?
Wow.
Where
Okay.
is this man joining these
But
kids?
what would have Can You Stand the Rain sounded like without Johnny? Who would have led it without
Well,
him? Ricky?
Ricky probably because he never got a chance to shine. We didn't realize he could sing until he did join BBD, where he did most of the singing. We didn't really know Ricky could sing because he didn't have that spotlight. Because the classic video guys, if you go watch Not My Type of Kind of Girl, what
Mhm.
got me upset was this Johnny just joined and he's standing in front with Ralph and he's sharing lead vocals with Ralph, and then BBD at the back just doing their little like, okay, yeah, you guys are the boss. And I felt, man, why? So I didn't like Johnny for that. So I was just thinking, why is he? Who's this man coming to join us? But I think he brought something fresh. It's almost like Temptations, and not David Ruffin. When David Ruffin left, Dennis Edwards came in to do Papa Was a Rolling Stone in the 70s and had a very different style and took the Temptation to a different direction. Um, so it seems like Johnny came in and sort of refreshed where they were going. Because remember when H Town said that everyone wanted to be like a Ralph, that type of, okay, Michael is Ralph, that type of high pitch. But Johnny changed it and he made them a little bit more relevant vocally, which was,
Okay.
yeah, I think he made them a lot more relevant and they were able to, Charlie Wilson, Aaron Hall, those type of, even Bub, those type of powerful male singers. New Edition with Ralph weren't going to go there, and they were still going to be the kitty boppers. So I think he made a massive difference. Um, More so than say when if Bobby had stayed. Um, I don't know if they would have lasted as long if it was just Bobby, and if it stayed with them instead of um,
Yeah. What
Johnny.
was the reason? Do we remember the reason that he was? Because I'm going to actually watch the New Edition movie
Have you watched it
over the
yet?
weekend. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it. We're going to
Okay,
actually have. I'm going to have a discussion about that movie because
okay,
I need to
okay.
get updated. But what was the reason that Bobby? What was the circumstances about him leaving the group? Was he kicked out? Did he
Yeah,
leave?
yeah, he was kicked out. Tardiness and
Ah,
yeah. So it wasn't a case that he got an offer for a record deal. It was like, no, yeah,
he's
you
just
he
not
was,
reliable.
yeah, he wasn't
His work
reliable.
ethic.
Yeah, and I don't believe it was drink or drugs at that point in time, but it was more so his work ethic and not being reliable, missing shows and coming late.
Well, that must have been the kick in the butt he needed because he went on to outsell them with the "Don't Be Cruel" at some point. So,
Yeah.
but what I'm just think it's curious. I just think it's curious because I wanted to know I think I'm gonna start a series like what if that happened? What if this went a different way?
Yeah.
And this particular one, what do you think would have become of New Edition had Johnny Gill not uh, joined New Edition? And I think that he did add a different. I think he helped them transition from boys to men,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that he had a more mature sound with his
Mm,
vocals. Um, his persona was a little bit more mature,
mm,
and he added a little stability to the group. And he was already in the industry years before, and
mm.
attempting a solo career, not quite getting it, but he was already kind of seasoned as a performer by the time he got with them. So it was, I think that he it's just a curious thing that usually that doesn't work when people swap out members or somebody leaves. And this is one of the cases that it did work, and they all went on to have successful solo careers.
Mm.
So it's just interesting to think what would have happened if that did not happen. Would MCA still had believed in the New Edition had Johnny
Yeah.
Gill not joined, or would they said, okay, you guys as a foursome, you're not working, we're going to drop you? Because I'm wondering if that has something to do with it too. They weren't having the success that they were when they had five guys, as far as I know. Because like I said, that was a different time period.
Yeah. And you think about during that time, Troop and Rift and some other false MDs and stuff were really pushing on their tails, and you get Jimmy and Terry, but vocally without Johnny, for those ballads and those songs. So it'll be interesting what people think. As I said, I was like I was an anti Johnny Gill fan back in the day because I thought he was stealing the limelight, but I came to appreciate how much he changed the sounds. I mean, I remember listening to Boys to Men and thinking
Mhm.
that I thought it was like Ashford and Simpson. I just felt I didn't realize it was New Edition. I didn't realize just because listening to it on the radio for the first time, just thinking it was a man and a woman singing like Atlantic Star or Ashford and Simpson. So vocally and what he did, because he because I think we probably would have gone tired of Ralph's vocals. Um, Ralph, I know hopefully you're watching. We do want you on the show, so please get in touch. But I think we needed. He was you were carrying such you were carrying
Mhm.
such a load that having it shared with Johnny and
I
subsequently
mean,
with Ricky was
it's
good.
always good for groups that have multiple members that can sing.
Yeah, yeah, like
Because High Five, I used to love High Five, but I always wonder what are the other guys. I mean, there was a couple of songs on the first album that other people shared the leads, but for the most part, it was all Tony Thompson. And I was just curious, like, nobody else wants to sing lead on any of these songs, like
well,
nobody, you know.
Marcus says
But
he was just there
he
to
was
fill in the
happy.
numbers,
I'm
so he
Marcus.
was
I would have been happy too. You ain't got to hear me sing as long as I'm getting paid, y'all.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Woo.
yeah,
I'm dancing and everything in the background.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But but
yeah,
no,
yeah. Let
yeah.
us know
So
your thoughts, guys,
let us know.
because
Yeah,
in
let
my
you. I know people got opinions about this, because there are some fractured people that they prefer the era where it was with Bobby, and then some people they prefer the era with Johnny. So, I mean, it's curious to know what you guys think. Let us know in the comment section. We will we will read those comments and get back, not get back to you, but we'll read those comments and
we get
uh,
back
follow
on
up
the
on this
comments.
comment,
Yeah.
these comments. See you next time. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thanks again for watching, guys.
And before we go, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Yeah, and also remember to turn on the notification so you can know when we have another show. But thanks again.
That too.